Tip for you today.
Okay.
Oh. Don't leave your house without an umbrella.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Happy Friday, everybody.
Thank you later. Yeah, we haven't had a ton of rain this month. We had some early in the month, but past couple weeks have been dry, so we do actually have a bit of a deficit for August, still a surplus for the year. And take a look at just one of our computer models indicating widespread rainfall through tomorrow. Some areas, though, getting a little bit more, over a couple of inches possible, while some areas don't even pick up a half an inch. That's going to be the nature of this. Everybody will see at least some rain, but some areas will get some downpours where that rain could come down pretty hard. Not raining yet in Boston, but it'll be moving in here later this morning. And wow, you're going to notice the humidity coming way up. And although it is going to be humid still on Saturday, most of the day is looking dry. So Saturday looking a little better now, and Sunday still looks gorgeous with sunshine and low humidity. The humidity not bad right now. Dew point temperatures still under 60, but look what happens this afternoon. Wow, it gets muggy. We're going to have oppressive humidity in here with dew points in the 70s right now. All that air is sitting just to our south and west on the other side of this warm front. And as this comes through this morning, it's going to help to induce some of those showers and thunderstorms. You can see them now developing off to our west, and this will be moving in this morning. So now just the cloud cover out there. Temperatures running in the 60s, 64 Worcester, 65 in Boston right now. And look at this, your 12-hour forecast, bringing the temperature up to 70 by 8 a.m., but also bringing in some rain thereafter. So by late morning, rain is going to be moving in across the area, and that will hold the temperatures down today. Although it's very humid, we're going to keep the temperatures in the low to mid 70s for highs. So here's a look at the timeline on Futurecast. Through the morning commute, the bulk of the rain stays outside of 495, but it fills in by lunchtime. Could be some embedded downpours here with some heavier rain. And then during the afternoon, scattered showers, could be a little rumble of thunder here right on through this evening and into the overnight. More of the same showers and storms. They'll focus on Cape Cod first thing tomorrow morning and then may linger there while the rest of us begin to dry out as we get into Saturday afternoon. Temperatures tonight hold pretty close to 70, and tomorrow we're jumping back into the 80s. So it's a warm one here coming up on Saturday. And just want to let you know, behind this frontal boundary, much drier, more comfortable air is going to settle in for Sunday. So the weekend not bad. Here's a closer look at Saturday. If you've got the outdoor plans, again, there could be some rain in on Cape Cod first thing in the morning. And then as we get into the afternoon, nothing more than an isolated shower. Most of the day is looking dry. Sunday looks gorgeous, and we warm it up early next week near 90. It does still look good for that eclipse on Monday. Let's get you out to the roads. And a good Friday to you. I'm meteorologist Cindy Fitzgibbon. What a change coming today as the humidity really starts to spike. You can see the dew points coming up into that oppressive range at or above 70 degrees this afternoon, right on into this evening. And that high humidity is coming along with a warm frontal boundary. And along that front, we have showers, some embedded thunderstorms and downpours. And those are going to work eastward here through the next several hours. During the afternoon hours, though, off to the west, there is a marginal risk for a few isolated severe thunderstorms into the afternoon that could have some damaging winds with them. So we'll watch that threat. The initial line of showers, though, going to move steadily here off to the east, and there are some embedded downpours, and we'll watch that come through over the next few hours. So the temperatures as we get into the afternoon are going to be held back with the cloud cover. Southerly wind, we're only going to be topping out in the low to mid 70s across the area. You can see on Futurecast through the morning hours up until about lunchtime, there will be numerous showers as that whole line spreads eastward with some embedded downpours. We get into the afternoon, you need to be ready for a shower to pop on up, but a lot of the area just going to be cloudy with these scattered downpours popping on up. Off to the west, you can see indications here that there will be some of those stronger thunderstorms, and those will work eastward through the evening hours and into the overnight, especially here in southeastern Massachusetts. There could be a period of some very heavy rain, and that's what we're waking up to tomorrow morning. But the bulk of this will shift offshore, and we're left with a lot of clouds, few breaks of sunshine, higher humidity, and just the chance of an isolated storm popping up during the day on Saturday. So overall, Saturday is looking much drier. Now the temperatures tonight with that high humidity in place will only drop to near 70 degrees in most spots, but tomorrow we're back up into the 80s. It's a warm, muggy day with, again, just that risk of an isolated shower or thunderstorm. Down in the tropics, we're watching Tropical Storm Harvey. Winds with this are 40 miles per hour. It is moving toward the west, and it will likely stay south of the Dominican Republic and Cuba, headed toward Central America and eventually Mexico. So this does not look like it will be a player here in the United States. But behind Harvey, there are a couple more waves, and the second one, really likelihood that it is going to be developing here, and it looks as though this one's going to track a little farther north. Computer models take this closer to the Bahamas and Florida as we get into next week, so we'll be watching it for you for sure. You can see Saturday is the day that we are talking about the potential for just an isolated storm. Looking much better on Sunday. Really warm too. Temperatures running in the mid and upper 80s on Sunday, so it is the pick day of the weekend. If you're headed to the Cape, again, the best chance of showers and storms likely for you in the morning hours, but I think we're going to be drying things out pretty quickly up across the lakes region. Sunday, though, looking like the pick day of the weekend, and we're going to keep those skies mainly clear to view the eclipse coming up on Monday. Dew point temperatures actually sneak up into the lower 70s tonight, and we're going to be in this high humidity tomorrow morning as well. It's all a function of a warm frontal boundary that has been pressing on through, and the leading edge of this muggy air has produced some shower activity. You can see it's most numerous right now across northern New England and back to our west, but we are going to find these showers filling in over the rest of the afternoon. Now, if you go off to the west this afternoon, there is a marginal risk that a few isolated severe storms pop up with the potential for some damaging winds. It's really where you see the darker green, western Massachusetts, western Connecticut, and an even higher chance as you get down around New York City. They actually had one cluster of storms come through New York City earlier this morning, and what's left of that is tracking by to our south right now. So here's a closer look up on the North Shore. You can see Newbury up toward Portsmouth. We're looking at some showers, and where you see the yellows, these are pretty decent rainfall rates. So within these clusters of showers, there are downpours, and there have been a few thunderstorms as well. This is that cluster that moved across New York City. Very potent right now on the eastern tip of Long Island, and this is going to continue to track eastward. So along the south coast, the rain will likely fill in the next hour or so. You can see elsewhere it's a lot of cloud cover right now, but this batch of showers out of the Albany, New York area, this is likely going to be filling in. So as we look at the next 12 hours, it's not going to be raining all the time everywhere, but the rain is going to start to fill on in, and temperatures will hold steady in the 70s right on through the evening hours as well. It's going to be a real sticky night. Let me step you through the timeline here. We watch that area from the west start to fill in through 3 o'clock this afternoon. There will be some downpours around right for that evening commute in the greater Boston area. Once we get past about 6, 7 o'clock tonight, the focus may shift down toward Cape Cod, and we may begin to dry things out elsewhere. Not to say there isn't the risk of a shower, but I think the bulk of the steady rain is going to shift offshore just after midnight or so, and then nothing more than a spot shower through sunrise tomorrow. So for the temperatures overnight, we're going to hold pretty steady in the 70s, not too far from where we are right now. You can see most spots in the 70s. Norwood has snuck up to 81, around 80 in Taunton. Temperatures not really climbing too much more here through the afternoon. Tonight, we don't get much past that 70-degree mark for overnight lows. And tomorrow's going to be a warmer day. There will be limited sunshine developing tomorrow. It's a murky start in the morning, but this frontal boundary is going to stall just near the coastline. Drier air starts to work on in. So other than an isolated shower or thunderstorm, I think most of the day is dry on Saturday. So if you have outdoor plans, you should be all right. Now, tropical storm Harvey has developed here. It is down near Barbados, and it is going to track south of the Dominican Republic and Cuba and head toward Mexico as we get into next week. So not a concern for us, but behind it, there are a couple more waves. And the second one is one we're going to keep a close eye on, because look where this heads as we get into next week. Yeah, perhaps toward the Bahamas or Florida. So lots to watch here. Your weekend, though, is getting a little bit better tomorrow. It stays very humid, though. That humidity will drop on Saturday night, and then you're going to notice a big change in the humidity on Sunday. Dry, comfortable air, warm temperatures, lots of sunshine. And look at that. Skies mainly clear for viewing the eclipse on Monday, and perhaps nudging toward that 90-degree mark here by Tuesday. So a warm start next week. And